Pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He stands 5'8" tall. To take over. Hector Camacho.
This bout is
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. The courage on display here is incredible. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice job by him to block that jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Straight right just misses. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
Good.
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Punch, counter punch. Back and forth they go. Not a lot of defense here at all. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Oh, watch out! Camacho might be ready to go. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how... There's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They exchange punches. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. He blocks the jab. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't land that jab. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
That was a terrible.
There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do.
Okay.
So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
Just missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is gonna have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That one will count. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. At this point, you got to believe. Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch could change everything in this battle. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? Big whiff with the right hook. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Good counter punching. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punches coming from every angle. Nice cap. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. There's the bell to start round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Both men step back for just a moment. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He just misses with that jab. He missed with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, this is a very important. There's the bell to start round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
with the lightweights get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Caution being thrown to the wind. They both want the knockout. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Teofimo in some real trouble here. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete top. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Do you believe what we are seeing? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shot. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Lopez is dazed. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. After what we saw in that... There's the bell to start round 9. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Good defense to block the hook. And that left hook doesn't find its target. That hook won't score. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
These two were made for each other. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Shit. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Misses with that jab. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Camacho is buzzed. And Hector Camacho couldn't take anymore. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Boy, this next round is going to be... It's round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That hook doesn't score. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? That counter punch caught him clean. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He missed with that jab. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Holding nothing back here in the round. No rest for the weary. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They stop the hook there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So two judges are in agreement, but that's all you need in this game. A majority decision.